Hey guys, good morning. Let's do a gentleman talk about the Iraq War and just thinking about how we got to Trump. I was thinking about empire, and something came to me that what about Obama? That Obama basically continued the warmongering of George Bush. I've said it many times before that Obama, to me, his job was to make the neoliberal area sexy. Like, what's that movie that came out? Spy School or something. This guy was like, you guys were spies trying to hit on this woman, and they were like doing bits, but they were special forces guys. They were like secret intelligence guys, and they're like tough men and strong and smart. Like that, all of that to me was the neoliberal age. Obama quadrupling the droning, like will say nothing. And I thought about when Obama murdered Muammar Gaddafi. I've never been a real pro-black guy. I mean, I've got Langston Hughes, W.B. Du Bois, read Paul Robeson. I've read James Baldwin. James Baldwin. I like black entertainment, black literature, excuse me. But I'm not a pro-black guy. I'm not. Because I've learned that doesn't get us anywhere as a society. I'm a socialist. That's got to be where it starts, is material needs. And so much of the black stuff is like payback and revenge. And you look at it, there's no long-term solution out of that. It's not. They really just want a black hand on the instruments of oppression. That's what black liberation is about. We want payback. We want to fuck these white people up because we're angry and we just want to run the society now as black people, as brown people. That is wrong. Now, that is immoral. And I will never support that. My dad's like that. When you talk to him and you get down to nitty gritty, that's what he's basically talking about, is you want payback on white people. That doesn't solve anything. It doesn't, It makes them feel good. These are people I think that have been hurt. That's why I don't even argue with my dad. I don't even really get in discussion with him because I know that is someone who's been hurt by a system that they have no chance of even making a dent in that system. So it's like, well, I want to get rid of all police. I want to. That's those people, and they're angry and they're hurt, and I get it. So Black Lives Matter. I have a question for you. When Obama had Muammar Gaddafi murdered, where were you? Black people, where were you at? When he had that man murdered, he trained Obama had Al Qaeda trained. Remember Al Qaeda trained, and he sent Hillary emails talking about it, explaining about Sidney. What's the guy's name? Hillary had like a spy master guy, Sidney Blumenthal. How they were making up lies saying that Gaddafi gave his troops Viagra to rape the women. Never happened. The special forces trainers were training Al Qaeda. How they knew Al Qaeda was coming in. They murdered Muammar Gaddafi, and then they raped him with a knife. And now Libya's got a fucking open slavery. So black people, why aren't you angry about that? Why aren't you angry about that? Why don't we talk about how the black president, your black president, helped to destroy the man who was attempting to unite Africa around a common currency? Let's talk about that, black people. This is why I say with this race politics shit, it's all about fucking optics. It's all about Confederate flags and Confederate statues and rednecks and pickup trucks. And it will never go beyond that. There is no greater ideology. There is no greater theory with the black community than just let's fuck white people over. And to me, like there's no future to that, bro. I told my friend, my friend Chauncey's got a daughter that believes in stuff. I told her, I said, they can take down the Confederate flags. They can create a law and ban our Confederate statutes tomorrow. Then what will you do? And you know what they'll say? Oh, see, there's no more racism. We don't have any more racism. White people, see, and this is how we are good. White people are superior because we want to do away with that. So now where's the racism? Black man, where's the racism? So now you guys have no excuse to be where you are. And if you're black and you have no theory, you have no ideology, you have no a real view, conceptual prowess, understanding of where you want to go in this country, your politics will never go any further than the iconography of oppression. Yes, the Confederate flag is a symbol of your oppression. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. But if that's all you're doing is, let's go out and march, and dude, there's got to be more to it than that. And the fact that Obama was able to do that shit shows you that for black people, there is nothing else. There you go. There is nothing else. There isn't. There's nothing else. That with Obama, you essentially got 8 years of progressives and black people sitting back and doing nothing. That's what Obama gave you. 8 years of nothing. You sat your black ass right down and did nothing. And what he do? What he do? Took out Muammar Gaddafi. Did a big arms deal with Israel. Yeah, they want to tell you he didn't like Israel. He still signed that arms deal though, didn't he? Quadruple the droning. Let's talk, black people. Let's talk. So I don't do this. I don't do this race shit. I don't do this focusing on race shit because it gets you nowhere. Because that redneck with a Confederate flag, guess what? It's not affecting my life. How is it affecting your life, black man? That Confederate statue, how is that affecting your life? How is that directly affecting your life? It's not. It's not. To be honest. These are symbols of oppression. These are symbols of how our ancestors were really treated. And these are symbols that were set up well after the war ended to really identify for foreigners, for Yankees, for black people where they were. I understand that. Not defending the statues, not defending the iconography. I'm simply making the point that our stuff has about more. It has to be about class. We've got to have a discussion on class and things of this nature. Because if all you're doing is voting for the color of their skin, or for what they got hanging between their legs, or for who they get into bed with, you ain't getting nowhere. You ain't getting it. That's not gonna get us anywhere. It's just, that's, you know what I'm saying? If I think about that woman that Trump put over the CIA, Gina Haspel, Bloody Gina, all the torturing and stuff she did. Before I go, I thought about how with Hillary Clinton, with all the shit she did, this is why Trump is so successful when he said lock her up. Because Hillary did some fucked up shit. I don't like this Democrat liberal bullshit of, well, Trump is bad, or the Democrats, like, there's nothing they've done wrong. Bullshit. Libya is a good example of this. That was wrong. That should not have taken place. It's another example of an empire out of control. It just does whatever the fuck they want. Putin came out and said, who gave NATO the right to go in and kill? He said it. It's a good point. It's you can see what Obama, the beginning of America acting in a unilateral fashion. And just like, well, we're just going to go murder these people. We're going to just go bomb this whole area and kill everybody, okay? Wait a minute. We already did it. We sent the bombs yesterday. Like, you can see it kind of beginning, except Obama at least, like, had the pretense. He, like, at least wasn't so blatantly arrogant. Whereas Trump's like, no, only America matters. I just, I think that there may not be a future to black politics. I mean, I just realized that there just may not be any future at all there. I mean, They took all the stuff out. They can do like Germany and put all the stuff in museums and stuff, and black people will be like, well, it's still racist, and this guy looked at me funny, and that's all it'll ever be. That's all it'll ever be. Of course, racism exists. Of course, racism is a problem. Of course, we have industrial racism where you have black areas that have a lot of chemicals released and stuff. Claymore Gardens in Houston, that's a black community. They were exposed to cancer-causing chemicals, and they proved it. Of course, black people we've been poisoned. We've been sprayed over the years. I can't put down. I won't say Tuckasegee, just not it. The black airmen. I can't remember World War II. That's a great example of what I'm talking about. The triple nickels and all that. Of course, we've been mistreated throughout the government, throughout this system's existence. No doubt. But if that's all you have in 2020 or 2021, you ain't hitting on nothing, black man. You're not hitting on nothing, and you're risking being like the rednecks, because the rednecks are like, well, yeah, I'm angry about the Civil War. My family, they're living in the past, and if you're running around just talking about racism, you are too. You're not contributing. If all you want is a black hand on the reins of power, I'm not sure I want to associate myself with you. I'm not. And it's more of that, the dumbing down of politics to black people, to young people. It's more of that, the dumbing down of, the dumbing down and the forgetting, and it's just, I don't know. Thanks for listening.